What's on Keir Starmer?
Do you want the truth?
Yeah, I want the full truth.
Absolute total fucking tosser.
He mocks Keir Starmer live in a street interview, and according to the clip, it isn't polite banter. It's fury about taxes, trust, and NHS queues. A 69-year-old asks, "Do you want the truth?" calls Starmer a tosser and says it's too late to change anything. And this is where he turns. You'll be gobsmacked when he ties his 50 years of work to others being first for doctors, claims cash goes to benefits and Ukraine, argues illegal arrivals should be on the next plane, and alleges politicians get 330 quid a day for signing in. So is this truth or a pressure valve rant?
What's on Keir Starmer?
Do you want the truth?
Yeah, I want the full truth.
Absolute total fucking tosser.
If you was in charge for one day, what would you do to change our country?
Well, can't change it. You can't change it. Well, what can you do? It's too late.
We're fucked.
We're fucked. It's done. It's over. It's over. You can't do anything about it now. It's too late. What can you do? What can you do?
Right. So that's the moment. A street interview, one question about Keir Starmer, and a 69-year-old man goes straight for the jugular. According to what you just heard, he's not even talking policy first. He's talking trust, and he thinks it's gone. Then he lands on the stuff normal people actually feel. He says he worked 50 years for his pension, yet reckons others ain't put a penny in the pot and still end up ahead. He points at GP and hospital queues, and he links it all to where he believes tax money is going, benefits, and foreign wars like Ukraine, while Britain feels neglected. That's the conflict. Working people versus a system they think is rigged. And whether you like the language or not, the reason it hits is simple: money, services, safety, and faith in leadership. Now, I'm not here to pretend one angry interview settles the whole debate. It doesn't. But it does show you the mood on the ground. That too late feeling, like the country slipped out of your hands and nobody in Westminster is listening. And if you're watching from America, it should sound familiar. Different accents, same pressure points. Borders, benefits, public services, and elites acting like the public's concerns are an inconvenience. What matters is the pattern in his complaints. He isn't doing a party politics speech. He's describing a lived experience. Pay in for decades, then feel like you're treated last when you need a doctor, and mocked when you ask where the cash went. That's how you get people saying it's over with a straight face. Not because they're thick, because they're tired. Keep your ear on the next section, because the way he frames the pension pot and the queue cuts right to the heart of it. Fairness.
I'm 69. I've been here nearly 70 years in this country, and the last 20 years I've seen it change ridiculously ridiculous. I worked for 50 years to get what the pension I'm getting now. 50 years of put in that pot. People who are living here now ain't put a penny in the pot, probably better off than me. And they're also first in doctor surgeries and hospital queues, and you know what I'm saying? Never put a penny in the pot, and yet first for everything.
That's the core grievance in plain English. He thinks the deal has been broken. You work, you pay, you wait, then you watch others jump the line, at least in his telling. He repeats the numbers to make it concrete. 69, 50 years. And then he throws in that claim about politicians getting 330 quid a day for signing in. Even if you argue about the exact figure, the point is obvious. He believes the political class looks after itself first. And here's where the establishment always messes up. They hear a bloke like that and instantly reach for labels. They don't ask, why do so many people feel this way? They go straight to scolding. That doesn't cool anything down. It just hardens it. Because the public isn't asking for a lecture. They're asking for competence, controlled borders, honest spending, and services that don't feel like a lottery. In America First terms, this is exactly why people rallied behind Trump in the first place. Not because the man's perfect, but because he spoke to the "I've had enough" crowd without pretending the problems were imaginary. When governments prioritize virtue signaling abroad while the pavement back home is crumbling and the waiting list is endless, people notice. They don't need a think tank report to feel it. Now listen to the next part closely, because he shifts from personal frustration to the bigger accusation. Illegal entry, sending people back, and leaders haven't got a clue, as he puts it.
Where do you think your tax money goes then?
Well, I don't know where it goes, does it? But a lot of it goes on benefits, doesn't it, for a lot of people?
It funds foreign wars as well. We don't focus on our own country. We just focus on Ukraine, Israel.
As soon as there's disasters somewhere else in the world, we send millions of pounds. But when we get disasters, nobody helps us. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's taken from Great Britain. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
It is. People are coming here, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them if they want to come here, but I don't mind immigration, but not illegal. I wouldn't be allowed to go to another country without papers and get in. I'd be straight on the next plane home. So why shouldn't these guys be on the next fucking plane home? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The man in charge is an absolute wazzock. Yeah. He's a human rights lawyer that wanted to be PM. He is PM, and he hasn't got a clue what he's doing. Everybody sees that. Everybody's seeing that. Sorry.
That's all right. And do you think there's any political parties left in the UK that actually care about the people?
You don't know, do you? Because basically politicians are all for themselves anyway, aren't they? You know, like they get the 340 quid a day for signing in the House of Lords every day, don't they? Is it 330 quid they get a day, don't they? And when they go into the House of Lords, is it? They get the 330 quid a day and all this stuff. Look at yourself, number one. Fuck the rest, we're all right, you know? And that's politicians for you.
There it is, the blend that makes these moments explode online. Simple language, sharp claims, and no fear of offending polite society. He says he doesn't mind immigration, but not illegal, and then uses that blunt comparison. If he tried it elsewhere, he'd be straight on the next plane. Whether you agree or not, that argument lands because it's easy to understand and it's about rules. He also takes a swipe at leadership and the entire political machine, not just one person. That's the danger sign for any democracy, when people stop believing anyone in charge is acting in good faith. Every decision looks dodgy, every budget looks like a stitch-up, and every crisis becomes another reason to disengage or rage. You can call it harsh, you can call it unfair, but you can't call it rare. You hear versions of that in Britain, and you hear it in the States. What happens next shouldn't be more censorship or more smug punditry. It should be officials proving, through results, that ordinary taxpayers aren't mugs, borders that mean something, spending that adds up, services that treat people like citizens, not numbers in a queue. Because once the public thinks the game's fixed, the country doesn't need more slogans. It needs leaders who put their own people first, properly, consistently, and without apology.